Hello and welcome back. In last couple of videos, we discussed about basic Linux commands and basic network commands in Linux. In this video, we're going to discuss about our firewalls and how to configure basic table rules in Linux. So why I am suggesting this basic IP tables? If somebody trying to hack you, so you need to recommend something for your clients. Yes, so most of the people whoever runs the Linux like Ubuntu, Debian, and those people, over 70 to 80% of people do not configure their IP tables or firewalls on Linux. So this is a big problem. If you somebody found any bug in your kernel, is somebody found any software on your machine, so they will enter into your machine automatically. So that is a big problem. You must protect yourself. So this is basic. Linux will provide basic firewall rules. So you can configure using IP tables, or there is a latest one you can use UFW, Unix firewall. Okay, but it is in a default. If you are installing Ubuntu or anything, in default it is disabled. But if you are using Fedora or if you are using Red Hat or CentOS, so you will get firewall D is enabled default. So you must configure something to protect. Okay, so in this video I'm going to explain basic IP tables, how to configure the rules and how to verify that one, and also I will explain you about the common ports, how do we block coming from outside, or how you want to configure for your machines or servers. Okay, so what is actually firewall we are talking about? So firewall is about the sorry is about the sorry I'm closing this one. Okay, the firewall is a network security feature that monitors network traffic, either permits or blocks certain packets of data based on set of predefined rules. Okay, so a firewall may say to block connection from specific IP address or specific network also you can block, and also we can block specific port on our firewall. We want to prevent communication on that port, like if I see in this picture, so I can give the permission to the client, HTTP clients to the server, HTTP connection and HTTP port. I want to open that HTTP port to the server, but I want to block FTP, and I can give the permission on SSH. So you can give the port access, or you can give the you can block all the ports to the IP address. So if I want to like this, if I want a couple of clients, okay, if you have a couple of clients and maybe a huge network, so I want to give this client, I want to block first client 1 FTP connection, but I want to allow FTP connections to the second client. So only client 2 can access the FTP port on the server. So in this way you can configure you can take the opportunity to whoever wants to connect to your server. So that will help you a lot. And IP tables, actually IP tables and we've seen the firewall daemon in Fedora and CentOS and Red Hat versions. So these both are nearly same. They both are the both will talk to the NetFilter framework in the kernel through the same interface. Okay, so that's why if you want to configure firewall CMD, you can configure that easily. So there is the difference between IP tables and firewall CMD. Firewall CMD is derived as it is using its zones. So it's a trust zone, untrust zone, and protect zone, like that. But in a firewall D, you can give a source or destination, and you can mention which port and everything. Okay, and also IP tables we have a chains like input chain, output chain, forward chain. So you can create separate tables. If you don't mention any table in IP tables, it is closed as a here is a in Linux. The firewall rules can be configured using command IP tables. Okay, the chain and also we use chains. If you don't mention any chain, it will takes as a default chain. Okay, sorry, default table. Sorry, I mentioned, sorry, I'm apology for that. If you don't mention any table in it, Yeah, it will take as a default table. If you mention any table names, if you want to create tables, you can create the tables also. So example, the first command, if you want to add the rule to the chain, input chain, you have to use iptables -a input -j drop. This is simple rule. I am doing that. What it will do, it will drop every connection coming from outside. What is the outside means? That is connection from other computers to your computer. If you think as a your body as a your machine, so if your hands as a interface, so you are blocking the connection from outside with your hand, so that is it will drop everything. And another thing, if your second policy, if you want to accept only from your inside to the outside, that means you are going out, you are sending request to outside from your machines to the internet or another machine, so that is ip table output -j accept. But when you enable this for ip tables, normally if I show you, here is a ubuntu machine. In a default ubuntu do not have any tables. If you must use a super user to do these things. Okay, sorry, I just installed this one, ip tables -l. So this is one. So this is nothing is there. These policies are not configured. You can see that is a chain input policy accept, chain forward, it will forward that one, chain output. Okay, the input and for output is you can configure as a single rule, but when you're doing the forward, you must configure, this is a NAT rule, you must configure NAT rule to forward the traffic to where you want. If you see example here, ip tables -a pre-routing, so NAT ETH0, if is any packet coming on ETH0 on port 80, so the destination NAT is 192.168.1.2 on port 8080. But even default, if we blocked everything, yes, but here, so you need to forward that one into accept rule. Okay, so this is the way you have to forward the traffic using forward chains. Okay, so now we will jump on to our configurations normally, and we will verify how we are blocking or not. So here is the ubuntu system. I want to block the here is our another machine is Kali, so I'm using the connection from here to there. Okay, at the moment I can ping the machine. The IP address is 192 ping 192.168.127.134. So I can ping that. Even we will check SSH on this machine. Hope we are not running SSH on this one. System CTL status SSH. Okay, so SSH is not done, so we will do that. Just start the SSH. Start SSH. Okay, EART. Okay, so guys, maybe SSH, maybe SSH not installed on this one. System CTL should be is a default installation. Okay, failed to start SSH service, unit not found, so we will install apt install open SSL. So we'll look at like open SSL. Okay, it is already installed, so but it's not starting, so we will check what is happening here. Okay, here it is. Actually my install is broken, so I reinstall again open SSH server here. So here we can see that what is happening now. System CTL status SSH. Okay, so SSH is not for system. Oh, sorry, I did the wrong one. System STM system is running actually. Okay, so we will check from the Kali machine now, is we can access it or not. Okay, SSH, and we use a Reiki username at 192.168.127.134. yeah, so is yes, we are accepting the connection. The password, okay, come on, wrong password again. Okay, so we are in Ubuntu now. So we are connecting from college, so we are in Ubuntu. So we don't have any firewall IP tables on Ubuntu machine now. Okay, so that's why we will configure now the IP tables and the Ubuntu. Then we will check the connection. So we will, what we have to do first, if you to check here IP tables capital L. So you don't have any IP table rules and policies here. So we will configure what we do IP tables. I mentioned here previously IP tables minus a. The thing is minus a is I am adding the policy. Okay, minus a, and we are adding to input chain. Okay, that is whatever the connection from coming from outside, so we are adding that input chain. So we are dropping everything. J is action, what action you want to take. So what I want to do, we will take drop. Okay, so that's it. If you check that, so you see that there is one policy drop all anywhere to anywhere. So anything coming from outside source to destination anywhere, we are dropping that connection. Yeah, so if we check from going here Kali, again we do that. What we will do, we are exit from here first. Sorry, we are not exit in the exiting connection. So we configure that policy and it is not working. So we go closing this connection now. Again my opening again. Okay, here it is. We are doing a SSH connection. First we will ping. Does it ping works? Ping 192.168.127.134. so ping, just waiting for something. What is doing, if you are going here, I will do TCP dump. Okay, we am going another one, sudo -s. Okay, so I'm just doing again. We'll close this one first. Okay, close this one. So we will go here again. We will do TCP dump. Okay, so we had started TCP dump and we will start here. So we're going here and Ubuntu again. We'll check what is happening here. So TCP dump is nothing is capture size, so that is not coming here even. Okay, we will see what it will do now. We will do, you see that it is connections coming from 1272. This is only to the network only, so this is only network checking. And okay, we'll cancel this one now. Okay, so I want to explain here, as I explained previous video, we discussed about the how is a network video. We explained about that one. Okay, here it is. Actually, where is the, we are coming from 133. So ICMP echo request sequence 1 length 64. Who has 134? Tell 133 length. So what happened here, 133 is at here, but what is happening, echo request sequence, so is nothing, is just requests coming only. But here 134 connection check Ubuntu 47. Okay, so what is happening here, 134 is domain only, but is nothing is replying to 134, only domain connections is coming, and 134 is only going to domain. So is outbound connections going, but nothing is accepting from outside to inside. Okay, so 133 is requesting, but is nothing is getting back. So that is means SYN is trying but is not acknowledging that one. So that is happening here from 133 to 134, 133 to 134. Who has, and request, who has 122 to tell 134, it is requesting, but the request is not accepted by this ones. Okay, so what is that, this is happening. So what we will do now, we going here and calling, we will stop that request now. And even if you try that one, SSH also, it won't work. So we will do that SSH, we will stop already. So what we'll do, we clear this one again, TCP dump now. Okay, sorry, we will do only TCP one now here. Sorry, clear. So SSH is the TCP one, so we don't want all the junk, so we will do only TCP connection here, but we will do SSH. username and 168.127.134. okay, that's it. So it's just hanging there only. So we will go here, we will wait some time, maybe it takes some time to display that. I'm using VirtualBox, these are very slow at the moment. I'm running a couple of machines on it, so we will see. Maybe I need to enable verbose if you want to see fully thing. So okay, here it is. We will stop here now. So we want to capture only few packets, we don't need all of them. Okay, here is the TCP connection, we don't want to capture everything. So here it is, 133 is trying on SSH on 134, but it says SYN is coming. This is a SYN, this symbol is SYN. So SYN is coming, but is nothing is, you can see that nothing is back, it's just dropping out. Okay, so that is the reason. So what we will do here, and we will go here. So we have with this policy we are dropping it. So what we will do if we reject it, so we will delete this policy now. So what we will do, minus d. Okay, that to delete the policy we have to use iptables minus d input. This is input chain and policy number, which is the policy in input chain. This is the first policy, number 1 from top. That's it. If you see that there is no policy again here, so you can see that no policies. So I am adding again. Okay, what we are to do is, so we going to reject it. Okay, J is reject. Okay, so you can see that policy now. So reject. Yeah, so you will see what is happening here now. So we going back again, Kali, and we will close this one now. Again we will enable the TCP dump on the Ubuntu. Okay, so we're going here, clear the screen now, and we will enable TCP dump. So we will try SSH connection from Kali now. Okay, SSH, you see that connect to the host, connection refused. Straight away it's telling that is not waited there, actually is not waiting anything, it just dropped the connection straight away. So we will see those logs now after is closing complete, finish the connection maybe. So we will try again, maybe it is connection refused, so that means is rejecting it straight away. We go back here, so you will see that here. So what is happening, so it is tried that 133 tried it sequence is nothing. Okay, so it is trying its sequence, but is nothing is happening. So it's nothing is happening also. So that is why, so you see that. So how would the outside we are open outside, nothing is blocked outside. So that means we can connect to any browser. If you want to check the connection from the Ubuntu machine, you can go to Google and you can go anything. Okay, so we will check that one also, what is happening here. So Google. Okay, so if you just type that one, you can connect to Google, no issues with that. Okay, this is a virtual machine, guys, is a little bit slow. Okay, I'm waiting for Google now. We'll click something, Reddit, see what will happen. So we haven't configured any policy to go out, so it should work, no issues. Okay, I don't know why it's taking wrong time. Come on, we tried everything. It is doing something, but it's not working. So we will wait. What is happening? Ping. Okay, the thing is my host lost the connection with the internet, something wrong with my host connection. We will wait. Hello guys, it's working now. So it's something, my host lost the connection, so it is working fine now. Okay, what will happen if I reboot that? We have firewall rules, but what will happen if I reboot the firewall, reboot my machine, we will lose all the things. So that is why there is a couple of methods I'm going to show you how to add this is a persistent, like a permanently. So one method you can use a cron tab. Another method you can use as a IP table persistence, IP tables persistent application. So you can use any method you want. I can suggest, I will suggest that one. So but main thing is you must configure the firewalls, guys. If you somebody will hack into your machine in reversely, so that will affect you a lot. So you can protect yourself from other attacks also. That's why most of the beginners, they won't configure these things. Yeah. And another thing, we can use UFW also. If I show the UFW here, sudo -s will show you here on the Kali now. UFW status, normally this one is okay. UFW not installed on Kali. You can install apt install UFW. Okay, so you can install UFW is apt to install UFW on Ubuntu, Debian, and any operating system from Debian, derived from Debian. So if you check that, it's inactive. So what you have to do, just you have to configure the UFW, enable it. Once you enable it, so it's enabled. When you start the system, it will also work. If I'm status now, you will check. Okay, status is active. If you want to check verbose also, you can do that. What is verbose will do? What is the default one? Default deny incoming connections and allow outgoing connection and disable rooted. So you can't do anything, any root want to root or divert anything. So if you see the IP tables now here, so this is the same of the IP tables. It's just a UFW means some uncomplicated firewall. Yeah, not is a UFW uncomplicated firewall. So it's IP tables. It's the same thing configured by the IP table rules. So you will see that is a default, all default policies which is secure your system is configured by this UFW. So if you don't want to configure using IP tables, you can just using the UFW also. UFW is very easy to configure. Okay, so these are all the policies to secure your system from outside. It will reject all outside connections. Okay, that's another thing. I am going to explain that. So we'll go back to Ubuntu now. If you see that, here, and okay, we will enter this one now. You lose everything now. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to install iptables-persistent or iptables-save application. There is another application you want to install, iptables-save also. So here if you see the sudo -s and password, so if you see the iptables L, so you lost everything again. So you don't have any policies after reboot. So to do that, you can save these policies first also. You have to save these policies using sbin iptables save, and you can put those policies into etc iptables, sorry, I put the wrong one, etc iptables, oh sorry, I need to install these policies for I need to install the iptables-persistent first. I have to get install apt install iptables-persistent, persistent, okay. Sorry, I did it. Okay, sorry, it's a hash. Okay, iptables-persistent, once I install it, so it will ask you want to save the IPv4 current rules. We don't have anything anyway, just save it. Yes. IPv6, yes, we don't have any rules at the moment. So I will explain how we configure these all. Okay, okay, we done that one now. Okay, now what we will do, we will configure our IPv4 firewalls rules now. Okay, IP table we want to first add, I want to block the connection from my IP table minus a input. So I'm adding to input chain, and I'm adding the connection where the source is my 192.168.127.133. that is my calling machine source, and I want to configure SSH. So SSH is TCP. I want to configure only that one. So protocol, TCP protocol, and D port, that is the destination port. Okay, this is I'm elaborating the simple command into more how you want to do individual one. Okay, TCP D port, the destination port is 22 SSH, and we want to, what action you want to do, drop or reject. We do the drop. Okay, so okay, we did some mistake here. Now IP table minus a, adding input rule 192.168 minus p TCP D port 22 minus j drop. Okay, what a mistake we are doing here. Okay, we missed the s here. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, thus we IP tables minus l. Okay, we are dropping the connection from this one to this one, and we are allowing everything going out, so no issues from anything. Okay, but we are allowing ICMP here, so we will check one more time. We will allow ping, but we blocked only SSH. Okay, so we will check once. Ping 192.168.127.134. okay, so you see the ping working, but we are blocked SSH. Okay, we do SSH. Okay, the SSH is dropped, so we are not able to connect SSH. So our policy is working fine. So how I'm going to save this one first. So I configure this one, so I'm going to save this policy first. So I'm going to do sbin iptables. Okay, save, where I'm doing iptables-save. Okay, so I'm going to put into we're going to put into etc, then iptables, then we are putting into rules. You see the rules version 4, this is IP version 4. So once you configure, still you have to put, there is a other ways. You have to, after the reboot, you can do one command, that is iptables-restore. Yeah, iptables-restore. Okay, iptables-restore, and you can do this one. And then where is our table actually is sitting in the etc again, etc iptables and rules version 4. You can use this command. Okay, you can use this command to restore it. Otherwise, I don't want to restore after the reboot again, so it's supposed to come automatically. So what I do, I add the one command into crontab after reboot. Okay, crontab, so minus e, crontab minus e is editing the cron job. Okay, so I am using nano here. It is asking you which one option you want to edit the cron tabs. 1 2 3. One is nano, yeah, 2 is vim tiny, and another one is ed. So I'm going to use nano. Nano is easy for me. So what you have to do, at the moment I do not have any cron job, you have to add at reboot. So whenever it reboots, these policies will come automatically. sbin, okay, sbin iptables restore. I'm adding the same command whatever I mentioned previously, that one, as etc and iptables rules dot version 4. Okay, so we IP tables, everything fine. I have no spell mistakes. IP table tabls restore. Okay, that's it. Alt control O to save, control X to exit. Okay, so we are exit and our policies must be here. You can check that. So this is only policy we configured. So I'm going to test this one after reboot. Again we rebooting, so our policy must be there. Okay, so come on, it's taking some time, so we will see that in the meantime. Okay guys, so please configure the IP tables, otherwise you are not secure. So anybody can access. The thing is, Linux is multi-user interface. You can't, if anybody connecting using shell or SSH, you can't see even what is happening in your system. So that is why I'm recommending, guys. So please configure these policies so you will have complete grip on your machine. Otherwise you will experience some issues if you are trying to enter into any anonymous browsing. So I know most of the people use anonymous browsing, so please be careful when you are doing this stuff. Okay, so we're going to sudo -s. Okay, we're going to check. So you see that after reboot also our policy is there. Okay guys, so this is my recommendation. Configure, secure your system to keep you secure from other attacks or any external access. This is only basic I covered. If you want, you can go more advanced, you can do that. We will go into the future in a more advanced policies of IP tables, but not now. Please subscribe for latest updates on latest videos on Linux and ethical hacking. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye bye.